According to CSEC reports, Harkin was taken into custody, and charges are pending. According to CSEC reports, Harkin was taken into custody, and charges are pending. Also, according to CSEC, a Drell recently passed through customs. The CSEC office may have more information.
Yes?
My associate is trying to find his son. We think a local criminal may have hired him.
That should be easy. We don't see many Drell here. There we go. One of my men reported a Drell recently. And he was talking to Mouse. Interesting.
Mouse?
Ah, petty criminal. Probably not the guy who hired your boy, but a messenger. He's a former duct rat. Runs errands for anyone who'll pay.
What sort of trouble has Mouse been getting himself into?
Odd jobs for shifty people. Duct rats take whatever is available to get by. Data running, fencing stolen goods, selling illegal VI personalities. Actually, he was selling one of you.
Me?
Yeah, when you erased a file, it would say, I delete data like you on the way to real errors. Buggy, though. It crashed every half hour. The error message was about how the galaxy was at stake, and you should fix the problem yourself.
What was it you called Mouse?
A duct rat. It's a local slang for the poor kids who grow up in the station. When they're small, they tend to play in the ventilation ducts where adults can't get to them.
Aren't the ducts dangerous?
Every couple of months, we pull a little body out of them. Lacerated by fan blades, broken by a deadfall, suffocated by vacuum exposure. Those are just the ones we know about. More just disappear. Maybe they get sucked into space. Maybe they fall into the protein vats the keepers run. Mouse survived long enough that he can't fit in the ducts anymore. He was one of the smarter ones, or the luckier ones.
I've heard enough.
Mouse is usually upstairs outside the Dark Star. He works out of a public comm terminal. You should pick up a copy of the Shepherd VI when you talk to him. It sounds like your boy's running with the wrong crowd.
Yes, I agree.
If Mouse can't get you in touch with your son directly, he'll know who can. I'll help you if you need it.
You don't know us, Captain. Why are you going so far to help us?
I've worked Zakera for 2 years. Every day kids turn to crime because they've got no other choice, because their parents don't care. You're trying to save yours.
He faces a dark path.
We better hurry then.
You didn't tell him that Kolyat plans to assassinate someone.
He's a cop. He tried to stop Kolyat and one of them could end up dead. I don't want that.
Yes, of course. Thank you, Shepard.
Welcome to Citadel Newsnet. I'm Emily Wong. The corpse of Denaria Claris, the sanitation worker reported missing from Kithoy Ward, has been found. CSEC has issued a statement that foul play is suspected in Claris's death. The investigation is ongoing. Welcome to Citadel Newsnet. I'm Emily Wong. Despite harsh criticism from the interstellar community, the Batarian hegemony has refused to stop production of their new orbital mirror system. The quick-deploying arrays can be used for terraforming, but observers fear they could be corrupted for use as weapons of mass destruction. The Citadel Council...
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
This is depressing. How about we find a Turian and beat the crap out of it? That always makes you feel better.
group known as Cerberus in light of charges made by one Corporal Toombs, and testimony by an apparent Cerberus scientist. A researcher known only as Dr. Wayne has been promised immunity and has suggested Cerberus may also be tied to the death of Admiral Kahoku several years ago. The Systems Alliance Parliamentary Subcommittee for Transhuman Studies has awarded reparations for biotics suffering complications from L2 implants. Subcommittee Chairman Burns thanked biotics everywhere for their patience and understanding, and promised more help for those forgotten by the system until now.
Yeah, I can get that. No problem. Well, okay, that might be more difficult. No, it's fine. I got some Quarians who can strip the copy protection. Just costs more. Yeah, I got the package. It'll be there. Don't worry. I'll deliver it myself. That won't happen. You can count on me. Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, no, I understand. Yeah, You won't be disappointed. Well, I just need a bit more time. It's not my fault. Nobody told me the package was in 2 parts. Yeah, I know. I'll get it, don't worry. End of day, no later. You can count on it. I understand. That won't be necessary. I'll throw in a copy of the Shepard VI. Hey, I've always worked real hard on that. Yeah, sure. I can get you 2 cases by the end of the day.
You mouse?
What are you... Oh, shit. Krios. I thought you retired. Commander Shepard? I thought you died. What do you want with me?
Be still, Mouse. You can change your pants in a moment.
How do you know Thane?
Krios? He didn't... If he didn't say nothing, I ain't either.
When we heard the name, I didn't think it could be the same Mouse. He was a contact on the Citadel when I was active. He and some other children would gather information on my targets.
You put children in danger to spy for you?
Children, the poor. My people's word for their kind is Dralafa, the ignored. They're everywhere, see everything. Yet they are never seen. You gave another Drell instructions for an assassination. Who's the target?
I don't know. I didn't ask. Because the people I work for, they can make me disappear. I'd like to help you, Krios. You always done right by us, but I ain't gonna die for you.
Look, you know Thane. He wouldn't ask if it wasn't important. Do it for him.
I want to. He was always nice to us. But these people ain't nice, Krios.
Nobody's gonna know you talked to us.
Mouse, I swear that you won't be named.
All right. He came with that hollow you took of me. Said he wanted a job. I ran through your old contacts to see who might give him a shot. The guy who offered was Elias Kellum.
One other thing. That Shepard VI you're selling?
Oh shit, you heard... Look, you were dead. It was totally legal to make a VI of you.
Give me a copy, we'll call it even.
What? I mean, sure, yeah, absolutely. Sorry about the whole... Just so you know, there's 3 Volas who are patching it all the time.
Tell me about Kellum.
Human. Moved to the Citadel about 10 years ago. He was little people when you were here, Krios. He got big after the Geth attack. Lots of the big guys from before got cacked, all in them big fancy apartments up on the Presidium. Now he runs the rackets on the lower end of the ward. Shin Akiba. He's seriously bad news.
You did good, Mouse.
Yeah. Hope I live long enough to pat myself on the back.
Kellum will never know.
I hope not. I'm out of here, Krios. Next time you're in town, just don't bring the family.
That couldn't have been easy.
Mouse knew more about my life than Kolyat ever did. He smiles up at me, broken teeth and scabby knees. Bare feet black. A dead-end future looking up at me, worshipping the petty gifts I offer. I was the only good thing he had back then. But I left him, as I left Kolyat.
Mouse said you had a hollow of him.
Yes. A foolish bit of sentimentality. I can perfectly recall every moment I spent with Mouse. He pulls at my arm, smiles. He wants to know that I'll remember him, that anyone will remember him. I take the hollow. He smiles at himself in miniature on my palm. Then a frown crinkles his brow. He pats my pockets, checking for other hollows. Where's your son, Krios? He asks.
Don't blame yourself.
If I don't, who will? We must carry the weight of our decisions, Shepard. You.
Do you have an account with us? If you open one, we have a special this month. You can download a game free.
In everyone's life, there is a moment when things crystallize. You can see all the roads that have led you to that point, and all the paths that lie ahead. For you, Shepard, that moment may be when you first sit in the pilot seat of the Arlos 2185 model Tenacon. For 500 years, designer Saleha Kelpion has refined this luxury sport shuttle. Each is a unique masterpiece, hand-assembled by skilled craftsmen. Visit our showroom in the Presidium today, and perhaps you'll see that the path ahead of you will be traveled in it.
The worst thing about extranet games is when some Batarian comes on and insists on speaking his own language without auto-translation.
The Tyrian government is considering further reparations to humans whose ancestors died in the Relay 314 incident at Shashi. The Tyrian government previously made reparations from what humans call the First Contact War, but refused to pay interest. The Turian hierarchy has supported improved relations with humanity since the Alliance's heroic sacrifice defending the Citadel from Saren's attack 2 years ago. The prison ship Purgatory has been destroyed following an apparent riot. Security ships are en route to the area to retrieve prisoners and guards from life pods.
Yes?
Can we talk about my associate's son?
You talked to Mouse? Did you get the name of the guy he's working with?
Elias Kellum.
Kellum. Shit. Look, this is awkward. Kellum and I have an agreement. He doesn't cause too much trouble and buys tickets to the CSEC charity ball from me. In return, I ignore him.
He pays you off. You were eager to help us before. What about now? Is it too inconvenient?
I said I'd help. It's just there'll be repercussions if I don't handle it right. He and I give each other space. It keeps the peace. I'll get some of my people to bring him in and set him up in a private room. You can interrogate him yourself. I'll stay out of sight, and if I'm lucky, Kellum will believe that I had nothing to do with it.
Bring him in. We might not have much time.
I'll make it happen. Wait here.
We've got Kellum. Tell Bailey we're ready.
He'll expect me to get him out of this.
Not today, I think.
Captain, his lawyer's here. Bet Elias has his VI set to page him if CSEC gets within 10 meters.
I'll stall him. Get in there and work fast.
We should question him together. Keep the pressure on. Thoughts on how we approach it?
I plan to improvise. No plan survives contact with the enemy anyway.
I suppose that's true. I won't interfere then. This will be difficult. If we're too gentle with him, his advocate will get past Bailey. If we're too rough, well, we need him alive.
Trust me. I know what I'm doing.
I place my faith in you, Shepard.
Get me out of these restraints, Bailey. Pretty funny bringing me down here like this. Who the hell are you two?
My name's Shepard. I'm a Spectre.
Prove it.
I don't have to prove anything. Inspectors are above the law. We clear?
Crystal.
Good. Now, fortunately, I'm not after you. You contracted an assassin. Who's the target?
Joram Talid. A Turian. He's running for office. He lives in the 800 blocks.
Thanks. You won't see us again. No offense, but you're a problem below my pay grade.
That may go down in history as the shortest interrogation ever.
What's the story? Why'd Kellum hire the boy?
Assassination. A Turian named Joram Talid. You know him?
Joram? Yeah. You might have seen his posters around. He's promising to end organized crime on the ward. Thing is, his message is all mixed up in race politics. He's anti-human.
Are things so bad that people can openly campaign as anti-human?
Before the Battle of the Citadel, the alien population thought we were violent upstarts. Look what's happened since then. A human fleet guarding the station for months. C-Sec filled with humans. Anderson does what he can, but some people have lived on the station since before humans had starships. They see it as a coup.
If a majority votes for him, like it or not, that's how the system works.
That's a nice ideal, Shepard. Sergeant, get a patrol car. These two need to get to the 800 blocks.
Yes, sir.
There he is. How do you want to play this?
Follow the lead on the maintenance catwalks. Tell me what he's doing. The Krogan bodyguard will make him easy to follow.
Where will you be?
The darkest corner with the best view. Amon Kira, Lord of Hunters. Grant that my hands be steady, my aim be true, and my feet swift. And should the worst come to pass, grant me forgiveness.
It's been wonderful talking with you all. I hope you'll come out on Election Day.
You can count on it.
Show the humans they won't get their way.
Ha! Thanks. Just remember, it's not all about the humans. They couldn't have gained this much power without the Council's support. Taking back our ward is only the first step. We must remove the cowards and appeasers on the Council. This doesn't stop here. I won't rest until the humans have been removed from power. Other races wait patiently for hundreds or thousands of years to earn an embassy. To the humans, no! They win one battle and think they're owed a council seat. My people won a Krogan war before we asked for that honor. That's not how we do things. We respect tradition. Humans think anything 10 years old is obsolete. Worthless. How can they contribute to a 2,000-year-old government? Have we seen anything good since the humans moved into Zakera Ward?
I like their food.
I'll have to take your word for that. I can't eat human food. But let's be serious. Since the Shinakiba Enclave opened, crime has increased. Incidents of racial tension are up 24%, despite 116 new C-Sec officers assigned to the ward. Of course, most of those officers aren't Turians, or Solarians, or Asari. They're humans who turn a blind eye to the crimes of other humans. That corruption goes all the way to the top. Don't think a human with a C-Sec captain's badge is any less a crook than the thugs he deals with. It's been wonderful talking with you all. I hope you'll come out on Election Day.
I'm on him, Thane. He's talking to some voters.
Understood.
You're in position?
Yes.
It's been wonderful talking with you all. I hope you'll come out on Election Day.
I'm following. Have you got him?
Looks like he's talking to another voter.
Any sign of Kolyat?
No.
I'm moving to another position. Ahead of him.
It's been wonderful talking with you all. I hope you'll come out on Election Day.
problems so far. Do you have the target?
I've got him.
Target in sight. Can you give me an update? What's he doing? I don't have a good angle. What's he doing?
One of his guards is talking to the bartender. Looks like a shakedown.
No sign of trouble. Where is he now?
He's meeting a couple of mercenaries. Looks like the same group his bodyguard comes from.
He looks nervous. Could be he's noticed you.
Maybe he saw Kolyat in here somewhere.
Also a possibility. There are obstructions ahead. I'll try to go around. Don't lose him.
You're running for office. Lots of people watch you. Yes, sir.
Hey, who are you? What are you doing back here?
What am I doing here? What are you doing here?
What?
Do you have any idea how dangerous it is here?
Dangerous?
Get out of here, now, before it blows!
Blows? What?
Run!
All right.
I can't believe that actually worked. Kolyat!
Oh, C-Sec now!
Thane!
I saw.
He's heading to Khalid's apartment.
Kolyat.
This is a joke. Now you show up.
Help me, Drell. I'll do whatever you want.
C-Sec, put the gun down, son.
Get out of my way. I'm walking out. He's coming with me.
They'll have snipers outside.
I don't need your help. What the hell?
Khalid, get the hell out of here.
Yeah, I will.
Take the boy into custody.
You son of a bitch!
Thane came hundreds of light years to talk to you. C-Sec can give you 5 minutes. Can't they?
You're angry because I wasn't there when your mother died.
You weren't there when she was alive. Why should you be there when she died?
Your mother... They killed her to get to me. It was my fault.
What?
After her body was given to the Deep, I went to find them. The Triggermen, the ringleaders. I hurt them. Eventually killed them. When I went back to see you, you were... older. I should have stayed with you.
I guess it's too bad for me you waited so long, huh?
Kolyat, I've taken many bad things out of the world. You're the only good thing I ever added to it.
This isn't a conversation you should have in front of strangers. Boys, take Kolyat and his father back to the precinct. Give them a room and as much time as they need.
You're doing him a favor, Bailey. Thanks.
Yeah, well, send me a Christmas card or something. I have to get back to the precinct. Come on, I'll give you a lift.
They've been in there a while.
The kid's been through a lot. I ran some searches in the CSEC archive. About 10 years back, a bunch of real bad people were killed. Like someone was cleaning house. The prime suspect was a Drell. We never caught him.
10 years is a long time. Whoever was responsible for that probably doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, I guess you're right about that.
How'd it go?
Our problems, they aren't something I can fix with a few words. We'll keep talking, see what happens.
Your boy shot some people. No one I feel sympathy for, but there it is.
I watched those guys shaking down businesses and threatening humans.
But he can't just get away with it.
The kid wants to make a difference. Give him community service.
Community service for attempted murder? What jury would agree to that?
None that I've seen. This would need to stay out of the judiciary. Strictly within CSEC.
Interesting. I'll think about it.
Thank you, Captain.
I can't believe these humans. No fly lists? What have they turned this place into?
I overheard you talking. Having a problem?
It's a private matter.
Oh? Is that why you're sitting here in public, whining loud enough for anyone walking by to overhear?
Fine. You want to know? Since your kind gained a seat on the council, they've taken over CSEC customs. There are hundreds of new security checks and travel restrictions. We've been flagged as a potential risk for Geth infiltration. They won't let us board a ship back to Asari space.
Why would they consider you a risk? You're obviously not Geth.
I don't know. They wouldn't tell us. We got on a list somewhere for some reason, and they won't tell us anything because it's classified.
Who won't let you board a ship?
I don't know who made the decision. Some pencil pusher at the shuttleport told us. The one outside the CSEC station?
I'll see if I can get it sorted out.
I'm not holding my breath.
Foundation is likely to close by the end of this fiscal year. The Foundation never recovered from a deadly attack by biotic extremists on one of its medical centers 2 years ago.
think Citadel security would be the tightest in the galaxy. I see no fewer than 14 fatal flaws a skilled assassin could exploit. 8 of them existed when I was here 10 years ago.
You'll have to wait for the next shuttle.
You made me miss the last one.
You needed to go through security.
Why are you treating me like a criminal?
Because you tried to bring a 15-centimeter serrated blade on a public shuttle.
You humans are all racist.
Can I help you, sir?
It's been a couple of years since I passed through here.
After the Geth attack, a few minor changes were made to reduce the risk of Geth.
Thanks for your time.
Next.
I overheard you talking. Having a problem?
It's a private matter.
Give me a chance. I might be able to help.
I don't see why you would. Since your kind gained a seat on the Council, they've taken over CSEC customs. There are hundreds of new security checks and travel restrictions. We've been flagged as a potential risk for Geth infiltration. They won't let us board a ship back to Asari space.
I'll see if I can get it sorted out.
I'm not holding my breath.
I want to know when the next shuttle will get here.
There's one every 10 minutes.
I don't want to wait that long.
I can't make the shuttles go any faster, sir.
You humans are all racist.
Can I help you, sir?
I talked to a couple of Asari. They say customs won't let them leave the station, but they weren't told why. Can you help me out?
I'm sorry, sir, but all matters related to station security are classified. We can't risk Geth infiltration. Revealing why someone is on a watch list might compromise the safety of CSEC's undercover agents.
Did you talk with them? Did they seem like Geth agents to you?
Well, no, but you can never be sure.
Look, miss, I've fought hundreds of Geth. I can assure you that those two aren't Geth infiltrators. The lack of flashlight heads was kind of a giveaway.
I'm not saying it makes any sense. Those are the rules I have to enforce. I can't get them cleared, but I can flag the case file for review. That will allow them to travel in the meantime. Is there anything else I can do for you?
I'm fine. Thanks for your help.
Next.
So?
Good news. I convinced them to let you go.
You what? How did you do that?
I explained how their methods are flawed. I fought a lot of Geth in my time.
Few have. How unexpected. We should get ready to leave. There should be another ship heading to Thessia tomorrow.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal. How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
Very well. I had been recording a message for Kolyat.
How are things going with him?
It is difficult. All things worth keeping are. I never explained. I suppose the story of my wife's death took you by surprise.
I figured you'd explain to me when you were ready.
I appreciate your patience. I kept my work clear of our home life. I assumed that would be enough to protect Erica. That memory I mentioned before. Laser dot trembles on the target's skull. The smell of spice on a spring wind. Sunset eyes defiant in the scope. That was Erica. That was how I met her. She saw my targeting laser as she walked by and threw herself in the way.
So how did she go from blocking your shot to having your children?
I had to meet her. The memory possessed and endowed me. I fell on my knees before her, begged her pardon. She introduced me to the world beyond my work. Eventually, she forgave me. Later, she loved me.
I guess she impressed you.
She woke me up. Her body trembles, not fear. Indignation. Her mouth moves. How dare you? You and I trained to sacrifice ourselves to save others. How often does a civilian step in the way of a bullet to protect someone they've never met? I thought she was the goddess Hirashu. She met my eyes through the scope, and my purpose faltered.
When you talked to Kolyat, you said she died.
I let myself become complacent. I thought Erica and Kolyat were safe. I stayed away too long, and my enemies came for her.
Who came for her?
Batarians. A slaver ring that was preying on Hanar outer colonies. I'd killed their leaders. They paid the Shadow Broker to find out who I was. But they were afraid of me, so they went after her.
You told Kolyat that you hunted her killers down.
Erica woke me up. When she passed, I returned to my battle sleep. My body hunted her killers, murdered them. I was taught to grant death quickly, cleanly, to minimize suffering. I let them linger.
I don't blame you. They killed innocents to get to you.
For you and me, death is business. For people like them, it is sport. I haven't spoken about my wife, and I don't think I ever have. I didn't have anyone left to tell it to.
Thane, the worst thing is to face death with regrets. You're part of my crew, and I consider you a friend. If there's anything I can help you with, just ask.
I've never been part of a team. Assassins tend to be solitary. I'm learning the virtues of facing death with others at your side. It's a work in progress.
Hey, Shepard. I'm glad to hear Thane and his son are back in touch. It'll be hard, but I think they'll be fine. Joker and Edie are like an old married couple. I keep expecting to walk in on them bickering about the temperature in the cockpit. Edie has a wicked sense of humor. Or I should say, a really funny lack of one. Sometimes she seems like a person. But when it comes down to it, I can't get past her being a computer. Come back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Sure, just killing time anyway. I wanted to thank you again for your help with Sidonis. Whatever happens with the Collectors or the Reapers or whoever else comes after us, I know you'll get the job done.
You actually think we'll find something worse than Collectors or Reapers?
I like to expect the worst. There's a small chance I'll be pleasantly surprised.
I couldn't do this without you, Garrus.
Sure you could. Not as stylishly, of course. It's strange going into a suicide mission on a human ship. Your people don't prepare for high-risk operations the way Turians do.
I thought you'd be used to high-risk operations on human ships. I mean, think about tracking Sarah to Ilos.
Sure, but that was quick. We raced out, landed, blew up some Geth, and saved the galaxy. This time we've got Miranda and Cerberus and that AI all telling us what we're up against. I think I preferred blind optimism.
Honestly, Garrus, what do you think our chances are?
Honestly? The Collectors killed you once, and all they did is piss you off. I can't imagine they'll stop you this time. But an unmapped area, advanced technology, and the Collectors. We're going to lose people. No way around that. Not a happy analysis, I know. Don't worry. I won't spread it around. And I'm with you regardless.
Do you ever regret leaving CSEC or the Turian military?
Not for a minute. When it comes down to it, Shepard, I don't think I'm a very good Turian. When a good Turian hears a bad order, he follows it. He might complain, but he knows his place. I just don't see the point in staying quiet and polite. Not when the galaxy is at stake.
How do Turian crews get ready for high-risk missions?
With violence, usually. Turian ships have more operational discipline than your alliance, but fewer personal restrictions. Our commanders run us tight, and they know we need to blow off steam. Turian ships have training rooms for exercise, combat sims, even full-contact sparring. Whatever lets people work off stress.
You mean Turian ships have crewmen fighting each other before a mission?
It's supervised, of course. Nobody's going to risk an injury that interferes with the mission, and it's a good way to settle grudges amicably. I remember right before one mission, we were about to hit a Batarian pirate squad. Very risky. This recon scout and I had been at each other's throats. Nerves, mostly. She suggested we settle it in the ring.
I assume you took her down gently?
Actually, she and I were the top-ranked hand-to-hand specialists on the ship. I had reach, but she had flexibility. It was brutal. After 9 rounds, the judge called it a draw. There were a lot of unhappy bettors in the training room. We ended up holding a tiebreaker in her quarters. I had reach, but she had flexibility. More than one way to work off stress, I guess.
Thanks for the talk, Garrus. I'll see you later.
Sure thing.